My name is Michael Owens. Just to give you a quick background on who I am, I'm the president of Vetted Tech here in Syracuse, New York. I'm a United States Naval Academy graduate, full service disabled veteran, and we run a 3D printing shop here. The way we created the name for Vetted Tech is when I started thinking about what I wanted to do with the company, I wanted to give back to the veterans that serve our country. And so I looked at what we wanted to really do with the business. And Vetted came to mind because it stood for vetting the process of the production that we were doing, but then the initials of the name Vetted, Veteran-Enabled Transition Technology-Enabled Design. We really decided to start the company in 2019. It's a labor of love, really. I retired in early 2019, had taken on a position as the Industrial Fasteners Institute aerospace manager, found that that didn't completely fill my days, and so I was looking for another opportunity to give back, not only to the industry that had served me in the fastener world, but also to veterans. And so we started it in late 2019.
My name is Josh Weaver. My family is currently residing, and we're going to be permanent residents here in New York. I was born here, but not raised here. I am the technical director here at Vetted Tech. I am a veteran from the Army, spent 550 days in Afghanistan, and so I'm no stranger to working with my hands, but I also here, I get to work with my hands and my mind. A lot of my IT experience in the background, I've worked on projects that were diamond clients, $100+ million. But it's always an exciting venture to get in on the ground floor. And when you see the business and the model and pay attention to the economics in general, you know that 3D printing is going to be successful. And when you see somebody who has been successful in the past and you have an opportunity, you do jump on that ship. He happens to be from the Navy. That works out all right, no pun intended. But yes, I was very pleased to jump on board with Mike in this business. I actually jumped into this business luckily on the day, essentially, that Mike had the key and opened the door. The paint was still drying on the walls. We were waiting anxiously for shipments and getting ready. We didn't have furniture, but we were excited. And it's great to be in this venture from the very beginning.
The things that really make Vetted Tech unique are our capabilities in 3D printing. What we do with metal, being able to produce in a wide range of metals, copper, stainless steels, high-strength performance metals like the Inconels, as well as being able to produce in carbon fiber reinforced composites and polymer materials. And then the other thing that makes us unique is that we integrate all of our systems through the Moly system here. It gives us the ability to look at our jobs that are in process out on the job floor, monitor the parts that are in each build that we're processing on an individual machine, and it gives the operator a full training program that we can assess and rank them on, but also gives the operator the ability to walk through each step individually on a kiosk that's out at each major machine, and gives them pictures of the builds as they process them.
I would say personally, my answer for how we measure the company is as many veterans as possible that are working for here gainfully and rewardingly for as long as they wish. And also that they want to keep coming back day after day to get that reward of what are we doing today? It's not monotonous, there's always something different to do, there's always something different to create, and the more that we have here that are as happy as they are as can be in their employment, the better. Luckily, even when we had the pandemic going on, we were able to have an impact on the community. Even though it was a donation, we weren't necessarily receiving a lot of orders, we were very happy to provide these donations to our local community organizations that were providing for veterans, whether it's providing food or providing services, that is Feed the Vets, Clear Path for Vets, there to see the joy of the people's face when we handed them a full box of PPE and things that were saving their ears, the ear savers, as we all know them as today. I see the company being successful long term. I think we're doing everything right. We have a lot of skill set within Michael, the owner, to go out and find the people that are going to help us the most, that want to help us the most as a veteran organization. And we have the employees that are going to be vetted, that are going to be successful already in their lives. So when they join us, they're going to add to that success. And I'm here from the beginning. I'm just going to say honestly, I'm learning. That's what we all need to do.